All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. And the elect begins with the 144,000. YAHAWAH, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jehovah. BAHASHAM is in the name. YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwa doctrine is the Holy Spirit. I'm the brother Iwalumia with the GMS Chicago branch out here in Chicago. Come back at you with another lesson. And Lord willing, I hope this lesson be edifying to the ones of the household of faith, the ones of the hopeful righteous elect. Lord willing, I hope this lesson be edifying. So I'm just going to entitle today's lesson, rulership and dominion, was given unto the so-called white man. The Lord, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI gave, the dominion, and rulership to the so-called white man. The white man didn't set himself up into power on his own. He didn't take the world by itself. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI was with him, to ultimately, to give him the world, as I'm going to get into. So I'm going to get a couple of scriptures on that. So this is the book of Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom. Malachi 1:4 says what? He shall be called what? The border of wickedness. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Right, key phrase says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So YAHAWAH gave the so-called white man, dominion, rulership over the world today, because ultimately, this is Bible prophecy. You can read that in what's that, Revelation the 20th chapter, how ultimately they came back into power, during the Renaissance period, how they rose back up, and things of that nature. But this is ultimately Bible prophecy. As we approach the end of this man's kingdom, what's that, second address, the 6th chapter? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. But ultimately, YAHAWAH, gave the so-called white man, the dominion and rulership over the world, because ultimately it goes back to our fuck-ups. The Israelites, sinning against YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. That's ultimately why YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, ultimately set up this man into power. So I'm going to read this again. This is the book of Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Right? So the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So YAHAWAH put this man into power. The pride of Esau Edom. He think, he did everything, by his own hands. No. This is the basis of men we're talking about, But I want to get another one. This is the book of Daniel 2:21. And it says, he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. Right, speaking to who? YAHAWAH. YAHAWAH is the one that do all these things, man. He set up kings. He bring them down. Just look at the different empires we had, over the course of, throughout history, man. You had the Neo-Babylonian Empire. Even just to go, even past that, you had Egypt. The Lord set up Pharaoh. You had the Neo-Babylonian Empire. You had the Persians, come up into power. And then what? The Lord set up the Greeks, starting with Alexander the Greek. You can read about that in First Maccabees, the first chapter. Ultimately you had the Romans, the Greeks and the Romans being, Edomites. And what? We have America today. This is YAHAWAH, setting up these different kings and removing these kings. Just like today, man. YAHAWAH set up the so-called white man to rule over the earth today. But that's about to change. Sirach, the 10th chapter, I believe it's the 4th verse, I'm going to get that. It talks about, how the Lord is going to set up one that is profitable in due time. But ultimately, YAHAWAH gave, the so-called white man dominion and rulership over the earth, And like I mentioned before, it's not because the white man is smarter than us. It's not because the white man is so, valiant and so mighty. No. As I'm about to read in this Daniel 4, it calls him what? The basis of men. YAHAWAH was with this, was with the so-called white man to take us down as a nation, and basically what? To get dominion, over the world. This is the book of Daniel 4:17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. And who is the basis of men, man? Esau Edom. This is a foul nation. This is a lowly nation, So ultimately, even going back to what's that, Genesis the 27th chapter, man, how Esau was given, his blessing, everything was orchestrated, by Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. You know, because at the end of the day, Bible prophecy still has to be fulfilled. We know that the ones that's going to be ruling in the end times is Esau, the self-proclaimed white man. But I want to read this again. This is the book of Daniel 4:17. It says, this matter is by the decree. Decree is law. Going into that word decree, it means law. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones to the intent that the living may know that the Most High, whose name is Yahawah, it says that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. The basis of men being Esau Edom, man. Going back to that Job 9:24, which I read, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked being Esau Edom, which is the self-proclaimed white man. And it's not hard to find that out, man. Just what's going on in the planet Earth today, man. He's passing, unrighteous decrees, unrighteous laws. He's passing different, abominable lifestyles, alphabet lifestyles, and things like that. You can eat anything you want. That's how who the wicked is today, man. It's Esau Edom that's passing all these different things. But ultimately, the Most High, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, gave him dominion, and rulership over this world today, and he's losing that power day by day. But let's continue. And like I mentioned before, I had made a statement, man. The white man didn't put himself into power because he's so strong, valiant, or mighty, or smart. Because ultimately, what the Most High was with him to ultimately gain control of the whole world. Because what during that during the Dark Ages, you had Jake ruling for 1,000 years, and ultimately, what happened? After that 1,000-year period, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI raised up the so-called white man to basically take over. This is the book of Deuteronomy 32 and 30. It says, how should one chase 1,000 and 2,000 and Salakia? How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except that rock has sold them and Yahawah has shut them up? Right? Because ultimately, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI was the one, to bring us down as a nation, man, because of our wickedness. That's why the wicked is in rulership right now, because of our fuck ups and because us going off, us sinning against Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So ultimately, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI gave us into the hands, of the so-called white man. That's how he was able to take us down, and that's how he was able to ultimately, to take over and basically take control of the planet Earth. Because what? Ultimately, we sinned against Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI set up this devil over us to ultimately teach us a lesson, man. That's why this devil is in rulership right now, man, soon to be taken down. Not because of the so-called white man that's so smart, not because of the so-called white man that's so intelligent, and things of that nature. This had to happen, for us to learn a lesson. That's why, rulership and dominion was given to the so-called white man, Let's get another one. This is the book of Baruch 4 and 6. It says, you were sold to the nations, talking about us Israelites. We were sold to every nation under the sun, man. And our number one enemy being a so-called white man. Baruch 4 and 6, it says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because she moved Yahawah to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. Right, we were delivered unto the enemies, man. That's why the so-called white man was able to take us down as a nation, to bring us into captivity, to have, dominion and rulership over us and over the world, in fact, because what? We went off against Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. That's why we're under, the foot of the so-called white man, That's why the so-called white man was able to take us down as a nation, all 12 tribes. Because ultimately what? The Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI was with this man to ultimately take us down because of our fuck-ups. And what? Dominion was ultimately given into him. Job 9:24, which I'm going to quote again. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, And it's all, just to teach us a lesson, What will happen if you sin against, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI? But I want to get that Sirach 10 real quick. This is the book of Sirach 10 and 4. It says, Sirach 10 and 4 says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will settle over it one that is profitable. Right? It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. You know, going into the scripture I read, man, the Lord setteth up kings and removeth kings, man. You know, and what the Lord is finna bring down a king as we speak. That king being Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. In his dominion, his rulership. Because even in Daniel 7, if I'm not mistaken, it talks about the thrones were cast down. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, because it talks about YAHAWASHI having many crowns upon his head. The Lord is coming back to take all these kings down, man. The number one king that's in rulership right now is the so-called white man. He controls the whole earth. Let me read that again. It's the book of Sirach 10 and 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set Slakia. It says, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. You can read 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, verses 7, 8, and 9. Is how it talks about Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's who has next and who will have next forever, man. Our kingdom is going to be everlasting. Let me actually jump down to verse 8 because we're in that transitional period right now, man. Esau is losing his power. The Lord is bringing down one king and he's going to set up another one, man. And this time is going to be forever. This is the book of Sirach 10 and 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got back to sea. That's what this so-called white man has done, man. Put us into slavery, got free labor off our people, destroyed our people. That's how he was able to build up America. The kingdom is translated from one people to another, and that's what we're seeing right now, man. We're in that transitional period. The Lord is bringing down one king, is going to set up another one, man. And that's what we're seeing, man. Jacob, Yasharallah, the Israelites, we're going to have an everlasting kingdom, man. And that's what we're seeing right now, But Lord willing, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to end all by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone that taught us his truth. And citations to the hopefully like that surround the four corners of the globe. Lord willing, I hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.